Federal agents in the U.S. state of Michigan say they've shot dead an imam in Detroit. According to U.S. authorities, Luqman Abdullah was killed in an exchange of gunfire with agents who were trying to arrest him on weapons and stolen goods charges. In an affidavit released on Wednesday, they allege Abdullah was, quote, advocating that his followers commit violent acts in the U.S. A close friend of the imam, though, told Al Jazeera Abdullah led a small mosque and was known for charitable work. We'll hear more from those who knew the imam in a moment, but first, Monica Virmazar has this report.
Federal agents stormed this warehouse and in a shootout killed Christopher Thomas, a Detroit imam known as Luqman Abdullah. Official versions state that the religious leader was armed and opened fire on the federal agents. A witness said he heard gunfire and then a helicopter landed near the warehouse.
It stayed for a while right there. It hovered right there. Then it got real low. I thought it was going to crash. Then it went over that way. And went over there, landed over there somewhere.
Abdullah had an arrest warrant for the charges of arms stealing, robbery, and the conspiracy to commit a crime. The FBI says Abdullah was a highly placed leader of a nationwide Sunni group of African Americans who converted to Islam. However, members of the community shocked by the allegations tell Al Jazeera that he led a relatively small mosque and was known for his charitable work in the Detroit area. Monica Virmazar, Al Jazeera.
Dawood Walid is the Michigan Executive Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations. He joins us from Detroit. What sort of reaction has there been to this incident?
Well, I've spoken to many community leaders, not just in Detroit, but actually across these United States of America. It's very shocking to the community leaders, and it's very hard for people to swallow that Imam Abdullah was involved in a type of criminal activity.
Now, I know you've been talking to those close to the imam. The official version, though, is that 4 or 5 agents tried to enter the building in which the imam was in. A member of his party shot an FBI dog, and that's when the that's when the firefight began. Is that what you're hearing from those close to the imam?
I haven't spoken with anyone who actually witnessed the incident. All I've heard is the FBI story.
All right, so we'll continue to make our inquiries there. What about then this allegation, though, that he was advocating and encouraging followers to commit violent acts against the United States?
Well, as a community leader, and have dealt with him with other community leaders and imams, we've never heard him advocate any type of violence against civilians or against these United States of America. This is a very shocking allegation to us that we've never heard in regards to Imam Abdullah. Is
it clear to you, though, the relevance of his Islamic faith then? Because, I mean, we've had conflicting and odd reports from various FBI spokesmen over the last few hours. One minute they say he was the leader of a violent extremist sect called the Ummah, which wanted to impose Sharia law in the United States. The next we hear this is simply a criminal matter. What have you been hearing?
Well, none of us have ever heard of a group called Ummah. Obviously, in the Arabic language, Ummah means nation, and there are 1.6 billion Muslims within the worldwide Ummah, or the nation of the Muslim body. But we've never heard of this organization before. What has kind of bothered us from our organizational perspective is that the 11 people that were arrested and were tied with the imam in regards to dealing with guns and some other alleged criminal behavior, none of what they were charged with was linked to any terrorism-related conspiracy, be it domestically or internationally, yet the FBI has been using language that the imam is a highly placed imam in a quote-unquote Sunni Islam group. So we take exception that the religion of Islam is being linked to potential criminal activity or allegations.
So what? This a criminal operation that appears to have gone horribly wrong is being framed in the language of the war on terror, as far as you're concerned?
That's exactly right. I mean, there are many criminal conspiracies that take place in America relating to guns and other illegal activity, but the religion of those people aren't linked to their crimes. even if the imam was guilty of what they are saying in regards to dealing with guns or perhaps some stolen property, what does that have to do with the religion of Islam or him being an imam? Or the other people who attended the mosque who are allegedly involved in some similar activity, just because they go to the same mosque, they weren't charged with anything relating to terrorism, or they weren't charged directly with any crimes that can be linked directly to Islam. So why bring it up in the first place? It's very unfortunate, and the language is very troubling that they even go to the point of emphasizing Sunni Islam.
Dawood Walid, we'll continue our investigations and find out and try and get to what exactly is going on. Dawood Walid, thank you very much.